Beatons, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy.
Completes it to Jennings. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Samuel with a catch, and he's still the gold standard for receivers getting work out in the backfield, even if his numbers fell in 2022. Most yards, carries among NFL receivers, over 850 total yards for him in 2022. Not too shabby since he only played in 13 games.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Purdy from the gun.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week.
18 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott. Quick throw, but incomplete.
The Cowboys are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On
first and 10. Prescott. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle, third of the field. That'll bring up second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Prescott to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Now we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Pollard is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Prescott. The ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start first and 10. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 18 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
That's complete to the tight end Warner. Into space at the 45. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count. and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. Fancy footwork in midfield, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy now to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
And this is caught, Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
On 1st down, Purdy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Prescott now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. Purdy.
And throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On third down, it's Purdy. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They go play action here. Purdy
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Completes it to Samuel.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That's Samuel, caught left side.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 42. Purdy to throw it on first down.
His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Purdy looking to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
As the first half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Prescott off play action. And he wisely will throw that one away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. To the 43, second down.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a
Still
hold.
first down.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On second down, it's Pollard. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Purdy now to throw.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Purdy from the gun.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Taken right around the 44. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll run with Pollard. Gets past one man. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Ray McLeod to return. And he returns this to the 22. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Purdy. Now they go screen. It's complete. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. I'm guessing you wouldn't have minded being a fly on the wall at halftime because they were struggling in that first half, down double digits. Now they're right back in this thing. So whatever was said apparently worked.
And let's make sure if we're going to be a fly on the wall, that we're high up on the wall because I know I always talk about it being clinical at the half, you know, less emotion, more execution. But every now and then, this is an emotional game.
Sure.
Someone's got to come in and stir some things up, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a few benches got overturned and the halftime water ended up hitting the floor.
Well, whatever happened, it's working right now. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara.
From the 22 now, here's second down at a yard. Pollard gets it off the option.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys have taken a fourth quarter lead. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Here's Purdy.
And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 32 that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his... And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On play action, Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Prescott.
Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Dancing away at the 35. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Prescott now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here's Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So Dak and the Cowboys down 31-28. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Now Prescott. Complete. Pollard.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That's dumped off to Pollard. Look at the clock. 44 seconds. Here's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line.
Yes, That's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field. This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And probably you and I both know the same calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. We think back to halftime, you know, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here's Brian Anger now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
This is Samuel. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the second down and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the